Good Tuesday morning to you as you're Loudoun County with our outlook. It's going to turn hot. The heat is coming on as the heat dome centers over us. And with that westerly wind and the downsloping, they are now saying temperatures could get up to 100 degrees tomorrow and the next day, are pretty close. The heat index won't be as bad because humidity is a little less than it was before, so it'll be a drier heat. I'm not going to say dry heat. Though heat index value SMAR could get up high enough for advisories to be hoisted for the heat, but we'll see. So today this is just a dry trend here for the next several days as the high kind of takes hold and really does put a number. I mean, this 582, this is really high. That's why the thicknesses went a little higher than before, and that's why we're going to be a little hotter. 582, this is a 500 millibar level. That's even higher than initially had been projected. So near 100 or even above in parts of Virginia for sure. So really hot couple of days before we start getting the dirty high at that point, because it starts to collapse a little bit. The dome is going to weaken and move a little further to the south for us, leaving this northwest flow. When you get that, if you get impulses of precipitation or disturbances in this flow, you do have the chance for strong to severe storms. We will be watching that starting Friday, but more likely Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Now even a chance of showers and storms becoming more probable on Saturday, Sunday, especially Saturday night into Sunday. So this is all good for the need of rain in the area, but we will have to watch for severe for sure. And here's a secondary disturbance coming through. What it's going to do, though, is it's going to knock our temperatures back to more normal this time of year, upper 80s. Not that cool, but at least more normal in the long range. And this cooler air to the north, you see it kind of slipping down. It's going to try to show itself up. But by the way, Friday doesn't look too bad as far as humidity goes and as far as the day goes. It's going to be Saturday, Sunday that we have to watch for the severe. And because Friday, we're not going to be super duper hot, and I mean, it's still low 90s. It won't be quite as bad. But anyway, we'll see how things go. But here we see this front in this area of disturbance kind of gets stuck over the area. This is good for impulses of rain through the region, which we strongly need as we deal with the drought. And then, as I mentioned, this cooler high comes. We're on the northerly. Look at this. We got a low to the north here and a high to the left here. This is bringing northerly winds, nice, even strong northerly winds here next week. Heights are coming down. Remember, they were up near 582, and this 576 line was way north of us. Remember, this is the upper level atmosphere. This is lower heights. We need cooler air and a trophy kind of setup. With that, though, there could be some storms that form along the periphery. We'll have to see how that pans out. But in general, this is a much nicer pattern. Highs, daily up in the 80s, but nighttime low is not feeling too bad. So that's good news for our temperature regime. And even though we get pretty wet early next week, into about middle next week, we have to wait pretty far off before we start seeing some more rain. But again, this shows reinforcing, if this comes true, reinforcing cooler high pressure coming out of Canada before. Look at this high, this upper level, 588. It's a heat dome kind of building out in the west. So it's going to be really hot out here and bringing cooler temperatures here in the east. We'll have to see, though, because eventually those heights are going to have to come back up. But in general, this is way late in the period. It doesn't look like until way later that we see those heights move up. And then they only stay for a couple days before it crashes again. So, hey, these are good news. It's not super cold or anything, but cooler pattern good set up. Unfortunately, we get a little bit dry after about middle of next week, and we need to continue to get rain chances. But, hey, we can deal with that overall. So what is the forecast as far as the temperatures go? Here we are in the 6 to 10 day period. Look, we've gotten to normal temperatures, and below normal is not too far away. And even in the 8 to 14 day period, staying in that normal temperature regime. This could stay a little cooler than normal here in areas to the north of us. And then precip, I think we're having a little bit of trouble, by the way, on the precip maps. Not just here, but here in the long range, it's showing that there's above normal. And if I look at the forecast for the precipitation and I go out 168 days, unfortunately it goes blank here. But through about 120 hours through the end of the weekend, we do have some rain into the region. Again, not a lot, but hey, it is some rain. And then this doesn't come into the fact that like Monday through Wednesday, we could see some rain as well. So, maybe a half an inch or an inch. But again, if we get showers and storms, we could see more than that. Precip wise. So this is only through Sunday. I think Monday, Tuesday, we're going to see some more rain next week as well. So hopefully that's good. That's what I got. Have an awesome Tuesday. This has been your Loudoun Weather Outlook.